feel like Nick Wright has gotten so much better over the last, year or so when it comes to being more realistic with his predictions. It's to a point now where I can actually say that he's logical to a certain degree. Well, this logic is might be his detriment, because here's the thing, right? He's almost there. He's almost at a point where he's starting to see the light, as they would say, right? But he's not quite there yet. He just needs a little bit more of a push, okay? So he did his NFL predictions for the playoffs. He has the AFC Championship game being Bengals Chiefs. And you know what? I think that's a fantastic prediction, and I think that is a good, prediction here. But again, like I said, it used to be that, he wouldn't even have the Bengals in the playoffs. He would have the Ravens over the Bengals in the playoffs. But now he's at a point where he's logically saying, no, I think the Bengals will make the playoffs, and I think that they'll make the championship. Nick, you're doing great, bro. But we just need you to, see a little bit more logic, right? Because you're almost there, buddy. You're almost there. He has us losing to the Chiefs in the championship. And the day that he switches those two around is officially the day I can say Nick Wright actually has some common sense. I mean, he's getting better, right? And, listen, I'm proud of him for seeing the light and getting better. You just got to continue that, seeing better, Nick Wright. Don't let those eyes deceive you. There is some logic behind those eyes with this prediction. And then he has the Chiefs winning the Super Bowl and having a 3-peat, blah, 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 whatever. The other side, I don't even know what to say anymore when it comes to his love affair for the Chicago Bears. He does say that the Chiefs will absolutely demolish Chicago in the Super Bowl, which I would 100% agree with. I think if the Chiefs get to the Super Bowl versus the Bears, the Chiefs will probably put up 45 points on them. And that's not even a questionable game on who's going to win. I will agree with that, Nick Wright, 100%. But that's why I don't think the Bears will be anywhere near the championship game. The Rams are a interesting team. They could definitely be a playoff team, and even a deep playoff team, very possible. I don't know if there would be a championship team, but with how the NFC is right now, I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, I'm not really going to be surprised if we see the Rams in the championship versus the Lions, okay? I'm not really that surprised. I think that the Bears, in maybe a couple years from now, could be to a point where they're a championship team, but I just don't think this year would be the year that they're a championship team. I think this year for the Bears, if they make the playoffs and they're, logically get there, I don't think that's a bad prediction / a bad statement for them. I think that's a pretty good season. For the Rams, I think, now with obviously no Aaron Donald, but you still have a really good squad around Matthew Stafford, young receivers. I think the championship might be a little bit out of their reach, but like a divisional round win, not win, but divisional round loss, I think is kind of more realistic. I think as long as they win in the wild card, they won the Super Bowl a couple years ago, I really think that's fine. But again, like I said, I don't think this is the most outrageous prediction on the AFC wise. I just think we're going to definitely win the Super Bowl. We're definitely going to beat the Chiefs in the championship, and then I think we will win the Super Bowl in the end. But hey, listen, we have to make progress, and that's really what this comes down to. And this is progress. So whether or not I 100% agree with Nick Wright when it comes to this stuff and what he said here, I'm happy that the progress is at least going in the correct direction. And I feel like this is better than normal, okay? This is better than what it used to be, and because of that, I gotta give him a lot of respect for this because, again, no matter what, Nick Wright, there's three things in life, okay? Death, taxes, and Nick Wright and his slob fest over the Kansas City Chiefs, okay? That's no matter what. I mean, this man would have a life-size mole of Patrick Mahomes in his freaking bedroom that every single night he whacks off to. I wouldn't be surprised, okay? But I think he's getting more logical with his takes when it comes to the Bengals. And to be honest, you know, it's funny because he says it himself, the only one that could beat Patrick Mahomes and beat the Chiefs is the Bengals. So, kind of ironic that he thinks that we're going to lose to them in the championship. Nonetheless, though, we're currently 1-1 in the championship versus them, so get ready. It's going to be a great season. But again, like I said, the Chiefs are a great team. The Queefs, you know, they are doing a decent job of winning Super Bowls back-to-back. So, it is what it is. At least he's somewhat more logical, and he's coming to some realization that, hey, we are the top dog. Well, we're the second to the top dog, but once we win the Super Bowl, we are the top dog. Who dey?